So let's talk about the future, man, of like Lynch Custom Homes, your target objectives. I know you guys are working on like an amazing project up in Traverse City, Michigan that I'm sure you're really pumped to talk about.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I mean, as far as like Lynch Custom Homes is extremely niche in the market that you build and the luxury product you guys produce. You're taking those skill sets now to like build more of a long-term asset for cash flow for you, family, retirement. And it's also filling a void or a niche in the market that's really cool. And I know we got a lot of content we can snip and edit in with some of the visuals and the architectural rendering.
Sure.
So talk to us a little bit about the Traverse City project.
Yeah, so it was probably a couple years ago. We were staying in an Airbnb, and just like all of them, had crappy knives, crappy beds, and had an amazing like view out this way, and just had this little window out to the big view. And I'm like, man, this is so wrong. Like everything about this design is wrong. All the finishes are wrong. I was like, we could do so much better. And then I don't know, that kind of stemmed into, we really like going up north. And so let's go up north. And then I couldn't find a nice place to stay up north in Michigan. And they're all just like, my aunt's old cabin with my family's hand-me-down furniture in there. And there's not really anything like state of the art. And if you look at other places in the country that have like a national park and the lake shores and the wineries like we have up there, there's a lot of options for really high-end luxury stays. And so I kind of felt like that was a niche that we could fill with our skill set. And then, spent a lot of time driving around the Leelanau Peninsula and trying to find the perfect property, whether it was going to be an old orchard or like maybe buy, maybe part of the old mental hospital that was up there and like kind of renovate that into something cool. But we found this really nice 30-acre parcel. It's like halfway between Sleeping Bear Sand Dunes and Traverse City. It's a really rolling property, maybe 150-foot elevation change from the highs to lows. And what's unique about it is it's got like a spine that goes through for this road. And then there's all these little like peninsulas of ridges that create these perfect little building envelopes for these little secluded driveways to go back. And we can plop like we're doing a modern Norwegian theme for all these. And it's like 5 really, really private, secluded, I guess, cabins, but floor to ceiling windows, all the high-end stuff you would expect in the houses we build here, but just like amped up in a really confined space that is just designed for a short-term stay. It's not walk-in closets. It's not big dining rooms and libraries and things like that. It's just set up for 4 to 10 people to show up and have like an amazing 3 to 7 day stay. Really luxurious. We're going to have hiking trails on the property. We're supplying snowshoes. There's a helipad in the back, so you can get delivered there or get picked up for helicopter tours around the area. Just really making this like super unique high-end stay and having a ton of fun with it. So, I mean, I hope it works. It's kind of one of those things like...
You've done a lot of due diligence in other markets. You know very well it's going to work. And I see from the demand data for sure.
I think it will.
100% it will.
Yeah.
All the back-end market data is there that there's a demand for that product. It just doesn't exist in this location yet, and it's been successful in other similar locations.
Sure.
So each of these properties is set up, and so what's the total size of the acreage you guys bought? 120 acres?
It's like 35 acres.
So it's only 35?
Yeah.
35 acres each.
No, 35 acres total.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was more than that. Okay.
Yeah, 35 acres. I mean, it's a big parcel. It's half the size of Birmingham. I feel like.
That's true. Actually, it's amazing.
Yeah, but the key is like you can't see a driveway or a road or another cabin from anywhere else on the property. And then, that was really key to like, obviously everybody stays on the lakes when they go up there, and that's always awesome. But everybody's got a neighbor right next to you, and so you do feel like you're on the hustle and bustle. There's a lot of roads that drive right around the lakes too, so there's always car noise. You can't hear anything. This is like super
peaceful,
silent,
serene, and you got the fireplaces, the hot tubs. It's like you're in nature.
Everyone's got a 16-foot screened-in balconies and not really nice grill areas and just all the things that like I would want at the thing. So we base it around the kind of our extended family size, and like Dustin's got the same size family as us, and they'd be like great places for a family to come or like a group to kind of have the whole place. We'll see.
No, it's exciting, man. The other thing is like the seasonal demand for this type of property is all year, because whether you want to get away in the fall, the leaves are changing.
Yeah.
And the vineyards, you pick the location based on access to a few different things. Like it's super close to all the Traverse City wineries. It's close to the ski lodges.
Yep.
So it's literally a property that's going to be desired all year round in Michigan.
Yeah.
Winter getaways with the snowmobiling trails. Like, it's just a really cool, unique. I mean, and the other thing you did is you planned it out well, and you actually selected different architects to design each of the 5 like luxurious.
Yeah, that was
properties.
key because, you know, I mean, each of the 3 designs are awesome, but because they're done by different architects who had like the same design parameters and the same inspiration pictures and the same inspired, like all the things we provided them was the same. But that property that each of them got to go up there and pick and like hand select, like they got to go up there and be like, okay, this is the one. Site number 2 inspires me. And they didn't pick the same one, which is perfect too, you know? And so one of them's like a really long ridge. So it's got a really long house. It's only 20 feet wide, the house is, but it's 130 feet long. And then there's another one that's really tall and it's like a tree house. And the bedrooms are on the first floor, and all the living space where you're entertaining and the kitchen and the dining's all up on the second floor. So you're up in the canopy with all the trees. I mean, we've thought about so many things in this thing. We have any disturbed soil in this thing around the road is all going to be Michigan native wildflowers. There's going to be no grass. We have a 37 seed custom mixture coming from the Michigan native wildflower farm, and Kyle met us out there and he designed it. So that's about to get planted. The road's almost done, so it's getting there. We're about to.
When
start
do you think the
construction.
property will be done and ready for occupancy?
I bet we get 2 or 3 of them rented by next winter. Rentable by next winter.
Do you guys have a website up for people to pre-register to book this property?
Not yet, but we just finished our
I
branding.
think it's going to be booked all year round.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be.
We'll have to edit this video and add the link eventually when it's live, because it's going to be probably one of the most spectacular properties in northern Michigan to stay.
I'm so pumped.
When it's done. I'm excited about it too.
It'll be good. It'll be real good.